Hey guys, good morning. It is Friday around 8 o'clock and I am going to somewhat of a private pick. I was at yesterday. I didn't have time to necessarily source because I was in a rush to get home to be on the show. I was on the Reseller Showdown. I'd flipped that. I put a link down below for that video if you're not familiar with the show. It's really fun, good times. You learn a lot as far as content for bolo items too, so feel free to check it out. I was on the show competing against Tanya at Thrifty Treasures, good friend of the channel that y'all already know. But yeah, I got a call. She took an offer and I'm going back. Apparently there's some NASA stuff, and you know how I look for NASA items in my area, and there's a watch apparently that has some pretty good value. So a vintage NASA watch that I'll be listing on eBay, and let's get to it. Hopefully I'll find some other items as well. So we always got to keep our heads on a swivel, and I just noticed a handmade sign in one of the really good areas that I frequent. If you're getting a glare, I'm sorry about that. Here we go, that's better. Yeah, so I'm in South Shore, which is a really nice neighborhood, and there was some homemade signs, brand new, you could tell, and I'm early enough where maybe I'll get some choice picks that they just brought out. See here. That's what I'm talking about. You see how it's one of those handmade pink signs, and usually you can tell that they haven't done a garage sale before, because those pink signs, when it gets old enough and the moisture in the air, it'll all wrinkle up and kind of bend up. You know what I'm talking about. So these signs are pretty fresh, which tells me that it's the first day most likely. And here we go. They have the whole spread out. I am not first to the party, but I am early enough. So what am I looking for? Old hats, old t-shirts. It looks like they have some jewelry. Wish me luck, guys. Even though it was a nice neighborhood, that one was a waste of freaking time, guys. Overpriced. They were like, kind of like people that do extreme couponing and have like a connection with some of the newer retail stuff. They had like perfumes and all that, but they're like asking 40, 50 bucks for a freaking brand new perfume that you could buy at the store for close to that. It's just no meat on the bone. And when you got people that are trying to ask for close to eBay prices, I don't know about you guys, y'all put in the comment section, but I just walk away. Like, there's no point. You're not getting a good enough deal like we usually look for at a sale. So onward and upward. I'm gonna keep going to the sale that I'm supposed to be going to, where the lady has the stuff waiting for me. And if I happen to see any others, I will be more than happy to try my luck. See, there's the homemade sign that I saw yesterday, and it's right up here, kind of tucked behind. I'm in the Kemah area, off kind of 146, for all the people that are familiar with the Houston, Texas area. And it's kind of back in here. The lady doesn't have sales very often, and she apparently has a lot of stuff. And I was here picking up a prescription and drove by, and she was still out setting up stuff or whatever, and I talked to her briefly. I bought a bunch of hats. And a Mikasa crystal item, and asked her if she had any NASA. Like I tell y'all all the time, keep talking to people. You never know. I mean, you won't be a 100% success rate, but when you are able to get people to go inside their house, that's when you can get some serious deals. So we are here. It's up here on the right. Oh, traffic action. This house, she has like containers that she opens up. It's kind of crazy. But she is there. Hopefully she's awake. I don't see anybody walking around yet. Alright, let's do it. Well, guys, I'm here, and she mentioned that she had a lot of these trolls they're called Russ, old school Russ troll dolls. And I mean, we're talking just filled to the brim of all these things. I don't know a lot about them, but I know that there are collectors out there for these, and there's random sizes, etc. And I'll drop a few comps so you can see what I'm talking about. So if you don't want to spend the time listing all these like like by themselves, you just basically let the collectors that know what they're looking at, you know, they decide the fate, put it up for auction, and put them all, take really good pictures, sprawl them out on the table, and just put how many there are. Little moment of zen. She lives on like this little man-made lake. I don't see any ducks or anything, but she does have that little fishing pier, I guess. I'm waiting for her to finish up with another customer. Sometimes you gotta smell and just appreciate being healthy, guys, on a Friday morning. All right, so here is the lot of NASA stuff that I had got. And this is just a paperweight with a space shuttle, but underneath, pretty high-end collectible Meadow Mountain Designs. I don't know if y'all could read that. It's like a higher-end pewter-like paperweight or whatever, but it has a space shuttle. The comps on that brand are pretty decent. I'll skip over the watch because that's the one that's the money maker. Here is a silver coin with a certificate. It says it's $9.99, so we'll trust it. Space shuttle, even though it's got a little bit of the patina around there, collectors don't mind that necessarily. So I'll be putting this probably on my eBay store. Wish I can get that out of there. She said this wasn't real. It's like a fake 2023 silver. She just threw that in there for me. I'll probably list it with that, give that away to somebody. But here's the money maker. There is a recent comp on eBay. And it didn't have the box or this like certificate to go with it. So that helps provide more provenance to the watch. So all of this, and I'll be listing it on eBay. I'll put a link to my store if you are a NASA collector and you happen to have interest in that watch. It'll be available. I'm probably gonna run it on an auction starting at like $100, even though it might be worth more. But that's about it, guys. Always make sure you network, talk to people. You never know, one of these days they're gonna call you back and you're gonna have that home run. If you like this type of content, subscribe. Really appreciate all the support. And until the next one, take care, guys. Peace.